So welcome back guys, you are watching Rising Codesira, and in this video we are going to see the second star pattern, and it is going to be right angle triangle. So if you are new to this channel, please get subscribed, and we are going to see how we are able to print this right angle pattern in this video. Before this video we have printed this square pattern, and here we are using nested for loop, and also in this video we are going to use nested for loop for printing this pattern. So let's get started guys. So first thing, if you see, there are totally how many rows in this? There are totally 4 rows in this pattern, and if you see the columns, maximum column, you are able to see there are totally 4 columns maximum. We are going to say n is equal to 4, so there are totally 4 by 4. If you see, it is 4 by 4. Here coming inside this, we are going to say int n is equal to 4. First for loop is going to be the outer loop, and in outer loop we just need to print 4 rows. So how we can print it? So first thing, to print outer rows, we are going to say for integer I is going to be equal to, and we are going to start it from 1. I should be less than, we are going to say equal to n, because we need to print 4 also. Okay, so we are not starting from 0 index, we are starting from 1 index, and we are going to say I plus plus. Okay, so what is happening? All these stars are going to be printed. The 4 stars are going to be printed. So for this, we are going to just log it to the console so that we can just check whether it is working fine or not. So I'm going to say print ln, and here we will just print this star, and after executing you will be seeing that there are 4 stars. Now dynamically it is going to change. If I'm going to increase the size of n, it is going to be 5, then 5 stars are going to be printed. Now the next thing we need to know, and if we see at the row number 1, okay, so here I value is going to be at this line 1, here I value is going to be 2, is going to be 3, going to be 4, and after doing this, all these stars are going to be printed. But if you see how many stars are printed on row number 1, so there are totally stars. Okay, I'm just going to name it st as stars, and there are just one. Here the star, if you see, there are totally 2 stars, then here star, 3 stars, then here star is equal to 4. Okay, so if you see, I value and star is going to be same. If the I value is 1, star is going to be 1. If the I value is 2, that means on row number 2 there will be 2 stars. On row number 3 there will be 3 stars. On row number 1 there will be 1 star. On row number 2 there will be 2 stars. On row number 3 there will be 3 stars. On row number 4 there will be 4 stars. J, we are going to have another loop over here, inner loop, how many stars we need to print. So that is going to decide by the inner loop. So we are going to say integer j is equal to, if we see, it is going to start from 1, and up to where we need to go, we need to go up to j should be less than or it should be equal to, we are going to say I. Okay, and we will say j plus plus. That means how many value of I is going to be, we need to print that many of stars over there. So I'm going to make here backspace. Okay, and here we need to print on the same line, so I'm going to remove here, and here we are going to say system. To come on the new line, we are going to say system.out.print ln and the semicolon. Now, if I'm going to run this code, what is going to happen? You are able to see that many of stars. Okay, if you want this space, you can just create here a space. And if I'm going to run this, you are able to see this space as well over here. Okay, so the code is quite simple. So what is going to happen in the inner loop? We are going to start from 1, because if you see, there is 1 star at the first row, because first row is always going to have 1 star at least. In the second row there will be 2 stars, so it is depend on the I value. Okay, how many I value is there, the star is also going to be that much. For this, what we are going to do, we are going to start from j is going to be equal to 1, and j should be less than equal to I. That means how many I value is going to be there, that many of stars are going to be printed. That means if the row number is 1, it will be printing 1 star. If the row number is 2, there will be 2 star. If I am going to increase this size to 10, so dynamically it will be printing us the 10 stars over here, 10 stars pattern. Okay, so this is named as right angle triangle pattern. Now we are going to dry run for 3, so I'm just going to remove this, and here there will be 3 by 3. Okay, so for 3 by 3, if the n value is going to be 3, then how this star is going to be printed? So I'm going to change it to 3. Okay, so what is going to happen guys? If you see I value is 1, so we are going to come and row number 1. So I will just say row number 1. Okay, coming inside row number 1. Okay, and I value is less than n, because 1 is less than 3. Okay, Now we are going to come inside the loop and we are able to see that j is going to be 1 and j is equal to I. So what will happen here? 1 star is going to be printed. After completion of this loop, j is going to be updated to 2 and 2 is not less than or 2 is not equal to I. So we are going to stop this loop and we are going to come outside this loop. Now what will happen? The I value is going to update to 2 and we are going to come at row number 2. So we will move down and here row number 2 we are going to come. Again the j value is going to be 1. J value is less than I, that means the I value currently is 2. So it's less than, so it will be 1 star is going to be printed. Again the j is going to update to 2 and it will be equal to, j is going to be equal to I. So second star is going to be printed. J is going to update to 3 and now it is going to stop because the condition is not going to be satisfied. Now coming outside this loop, I value is going to update to 3. When it is going to be 3, we are going to come to row number 3 and here again we are going to move inside this loop. Now j value is 1 and j is less than I, the 1 star is going to be printed. Then what will happen? J is going to be updated to 2. 2 is less than I, then 1 star is going to be printed. Now the j value is going to update to 3 and j is equal to I. So one more star is going to be printed. Now j value is going to update to 4 and here the condition is going to be false. So we are going to come outside this loop. Okay, coming outside this loop, the I value is going to update to 4 and when it is going to be 4, I is not less than or I is not equal to n. This condition is going to get false and that's why we are going to come outside this loop and this loop is going to stop and you will get this star pattern. If I am going to execute this, you are able to see that you will get the 3 by 3 star pattern. So this is all about this pattern guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. In next video we will have different patterns. If you are new to this channel, please get subscribed. Thank you guys.